I've been in and out of this process for over 15 years, being in and out of multiple rehabs, treatment centers, detoxes. I've been through so much pain, so much misery in my past.
I always did whatever I wanted to do, and I thought that I really knew everything. So if it came to my sobriety, obviously I didn't know what I was doing. The first day I walked into SAFE is probably the most grateful day of my life.
This year, I want the people to see what happens inside SAFE.
That whole idea of asking for help is an accomplishment.
We don't tell them how to get sober and drug-free. We show them. We give them directions. We're the equivalent of GPS.
And over here, they're straightforward. They're not going to beat around the bush. If you're serious about your recovery, you want to take care of whatever needs to be done.
It takes their time, it takes their energy, it takes their vulnerability and their honesty.
I kind of felt like I'm this little child again and someone's taking me like a hand.
We're here to help people.
The hardest thing that we have to do is that we have to accept that we're powerless. Powerless over alcohol, powerless over the addiction.
When an addict is facing the prospect of sobriety for the first time, it's like considering to jump off a cliff and not knowing how far down the drop is going to be. People think that, oh, you just walk in and you smile nicely and you do something here or there and then everybody gets better.
Recovery is not a destination, it's a journey.
Everybody has some desire inside of them that they want to change. The difference is some people just don't know how to change.
The first step in coming in here is getting an assessment.
Which therapist would be the best fit? Should he be in this group? No, I think he should be in the other group.
A traditional session will be anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes.
There are a lot of fears because you have to face things that you haven't dealt with, in some cases your whole life.
They're going to be seen minimally once a week for individual counseling.
You know, the fears and anxieties were one of my biggest issues. And talking to people, just something as simple as asking somebody for help. It was something that was troubling me.
In addition to that, they're going to go into a group where they learn the fundamentals of the addiction process and also the recovery process.
It's crazy how emotional I'm at right now.
Why this emotional?
I'm
So you can cry, that's fine.
I can't believe how painful this is. It's the hardest thing for me to do right now to break this cycle. You got the tools and you use them.
So you're going to do it alone? The presence of myself in this particular group and other therapists in other groups is to be able to cut through the forest and look for a particular tree and in an objective manner say, hey, but what about this? How's your relationship with God?
It's been pretty good.
It probably needs to get much better.
What, ask for God to take my pain away?
Yeah, you took your addiction away.
Yeah, but that's not...
Oh, but he can't do real shit like pain.
They identify together with their group and with individual therapy the goals that they have for their recovery.
I know how you feel. Oh my God, it's so hard. So hard being in that cycle.
If I share what's really going on honestly, I know, guarantee I will feel better.
When somebody completes treatment, they graduate and they'll get a gold coin. Very quickly in the culture of treatment at SAFE, people know, oh, you're going to get gold coined, or I got gold coined now.
When I got coined out, it was very, very emotional. It's a prized possession for me.
It's just an accomplishment that they actually said it's time to be able to go.
It takes work to get that coin.
It isn't easy staying sober and doing the things that you're supposed to do, but to be able to get to that point, it was amazing.
A lot of people complain that we're too tough. We are tough, but at the end of the day, you're dealing with addiction, and this is life and death.
What we are trying to work in our therapy in the months or weeks that we are here is that life is going to happen. And what we're going to help you do is to help you cope with those issues and never find it necessary to go back to addictive behavior.
If you don't educate people and you don't tell them the pros and the cons of doing things, they'll never grow. They'll never be educated.
I don't think people realize this, they don't admit it, but when they're surrounded by their friends and the cool people are the ones that are drinking, they also think like this is the thing to do, and there's a ton of pressure.
The pressure is tremendous. The pressure is very, very strong.
I think the exposure intensifies with each year. In the past 5 years, it used to be like I wouldn't even have to talk about alcohol in 10th grade or even the 10th grade summer, especially with girls. Girls was like, oh, they would never touch anything. We were like the good ones, you know? And now alcohol's become so normal for the girls.
It's really hard not to go and drink with all your friends when they're having so much fun.
This stuff can really happen, and we really have to watch out for each other.
We're very realistic to realize that that's what the times are today. They're gonna be in those maybe dangerous situations, but then how do they handle themselves? And we give them the tools and the education to be able to make better decisions.
Drugs are only there to release the chemicals for you to feel good. But you can find so many things in society that make you feel good, that have the same release of chemical, which are legal.
I feel like I have to remind everybody what's quality, good times in the summer. Laughing, okay, going to the beach, friends, flirting with boys, good fun, quality fun.
We discuss practical situations, what actually happened, not theory. Most boys come along and tell me, but I can't have fun if I don't drink. So what alternatives do you have? Yes, enjoy the music. Excellent. Excellent, exactly. You can enjoy the music.
The students are having this conversation obviously in front of the adult teacher. And that's because the situation, the setup of the program is such that what they are saying is said in confidentiality.
You don't make the right decisions that you would normally make if you were actually thinking clearly without any substance in your body. Yeah, right. People say things that they wouldn't want people to hear.
I was so scared. That's why my secrets are out.
It's just nice to be able to sit once a week and discuss situations that you were in.
Now that it's already at the point where we've been with them for 3 years, we can share whether it's a story or ask for advice or any sort of tip. We're able to ask and know that we're in a safe environment and they know that we'll get help.
One of the greatest things about the program, besides the education we're giving, is that we're then able to find the students who are really struggling, as Levy said, with a substance, with alcohol, with gambling, and then get that child the help they need.
It's a very dynamic program. We don't just stay static with the old material. Everything moves. The world changes, we change along with it.
Once upon a time you could say, well, we're insulated, the Jewish community is insulated, we don't have these things happening to us. That's an absolute misnomer today. Anything that's happening out there is happening in here. Just an obvious question to the 4 students. Has SAFE made a difference?
I definitely know that the fact that I had the SAFE class for 3 years already, that I was able to build up the confidence that I can assess the situation and know what to do when the time comes.
This situation comes across, I can talk to my SAFE teacher and he can give me tips on how to avoid it and how to say no and how to handle the situation correctly.
You're aware of these situations and you know what you're gonna do, and like even just as you grow older, like these things will stay with you and it really helped shape us.
SAFE is there with open arms, just saying, hey, I'm here to listen and I want to help you. I don't want you to be in these difficult situations. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. I want to listen and I'm here to help.
We can teach 2,000 to 3,000 kids every week in school. Those are 2,000 to 3,000 children who never had information and education like this before. And who knows how many people we're helping as they get older. It's not about saving one person anymore, it's about saving everybody. This is not an easy job. To be on the front line of the firing squad every day, every night, phone call rings in the middle of the night, you have to make the right call, the right decision.
The bad days that happen for me is getting a call that a patient or a former patient has overdosed and died. That's a bad day.
I've lost quite a number of clients or former clients over the years to addiction. It hurts. It hurts when you cannot and you can't help somebody. I don't like to lose. I don't like to lose. And every person walking in here, to me, anything less than success, I take it personal. I got to win at all costs.
It's not an easy job. Extremely rewarding.
Every day I get up, I can't wait to get here. There's so many different things happening that we're going to try, we're going to change, we're going to adapt.
Me being able to see, wow, I did have a small part in helping them get to where they are now. That's the payoff.
I wouldn't trade my job in for any other job in the world.
My primary counselor, my therapy all over here, I trusted them so much, but it's not about trusting them. By having faith in them, I had faith in myself.
Whoever crosses my path today that needs help, I'm there. We got a tremendous community here of people who will support you no matter what has happened. Without the support of the community and the donors and everybody, this would never happen.
I'm very grateful to all the people over the years that have donated money to SAFE.
I see myself taking a completely different pace in life today.
If you don't attack the disease with power, it'll overtake you and overcome you, and you've lost all chances of helping people.
I don't want to go back out there because I really had a very dark life when I was using a lot of types of drugs. So
You know, it's true what they say. God helps those that help themselves. I think I took the initiative with the help is safe. I think God's repaid me today.
We're all human. We all make mistakes. It's up to us to overcome those mistakes.
it was a gem because this is the first program, first treatment center I have ever completed.
We have to wake up and we have to do something about this. We have a lot of members in our community that need help.
Without SAFE, I don't know if I would have made it.
Without SAFE, I would not have the recovery that I have today.
Without SAFE, I probably would have been dead, for sure.
In my opinion, this is probably the most important project that we have to undertake. Our social fiber, our social structure is being challenged. And I can't urge you, I can't tell you how important it is for us to get involved and stop these kids and these adults from getting involved in these horrible, horrible things.